My name is Margaret Ellis. I am 70 years old. And for 3 years, I believed I was helping my only son build his future. I was wrong. It started small, innocent even. Mom, can you help with rent this month? Mom, just until I get back on my feet. Mom, it's temporary. Temporary turned into permanent. Every month, like clockwork, I transferred $600 to my son Daniel and his wife, Chloe. Then $800. Then $1,000. I stopped asking questions because I told myself this is what good mothers do. I had a decent retirement fund, a quiet life, and a small house in Ohio. My late husband left me enough to live peacefully, but peace slowly disappeared. One winter evening, I brought groceries to their apartment. The door was slightly open. I heard Chloe's voice. She really thinks she's helping us. It's honestly pathetic. A pause. Then Daniel laughed. If she wasn't so lonely, she wouldn't be this useful. I froze. My hands were holding bags of food I had paid for. My heart was holding something heavier. Humiliation. I quietly left the bags outside their door and walked away. That night, I didn't sleep. For the first time, I didn't feel like a mother. I felt like a service they subscribed to. A week later, something happened that changed everything. I called Daniel to ask about Thanksgiving plans. Chloe answered instead. Oh, we already made plans. With real family this year. Real family. I felt the words cut through me, sharp and deliberate. I am his mother, I said softly. There was a short laugh on the line. Yeah, biologically. Then she hung up.
No explanación. No hesitación.
Just silence. And somehow, that silence was louder than anything I had ever heard. 2 days later, I saw photos on social media. Chloe's family gathered at a beautiful dinner table. Champagne glasses. Laughter. Warm lights. Daniel was there, smiling, standing between people I had never met. People who were apparently the real family. I wasn't in a single photo, not even mentioned. And in that moment, something inside me didn't break. It shut off. The next morning, my phone rang at 7:14 a.m. Mom, did you send the rent yet? Daniel's voice was casual, expecting, comfortable. I stayed quiet for a few seconds. Then I said, Daniel, do you remember the last time you called me just to ask how I was? Silence. Then a sigh.
Ma'am, I'm busy.
We need the money today. Not how are you? Not are you okay? Just money. Always money. I opened my bank app that same morning, and I saw it clearly for the first time. $38,400 transferred over 3 years. My retirement. My sacrifice. My blindness. That day, I drove to the bank. The teller smiled. Good morning, Mrs. Ellis. Usual transfer? No, I said calmly. Cancel everything. She blinked. All recurring transfers?
Yes.
Immediately. There was a pause. May I ask if everything is okay? I looked at her and said something I didn't expect myself to say. I finally understood I was funding my own disrespect. For the first time in years, my phone stayed quiet. Too quiet. Until 3 p.m. Daniel called again. Then Chloe. Then again. Voicemails started piling up. Mom, what did you do? You can't just stop. This is insane. Insane. Funny how boundaries always sound like madness to people benefiting from your silence. 3 days later, they showed up at my house. Both of them. Chloe didn't even greet me. Are you seriously doing this over one argument? I stayed on my porch. Which argument? I asked calmly. Daniel stepped forward. Mom, we're family. I nodded slowly.
Yes.
That's what I thought too. Chloe crossed her arms. You're being manipulated by someone. This isn't like you. That word again. Manipulated. As if I had suddenly lost my mind the moment I stopped funding theirs. I took a deep breath. No, I said. This is exactly like me. I just finally remembered who I am. Daniel's voice hardened. If you don't help us, we'll lose the apartment. I looked at him. For a moment, I saw the child I raised. Then I saw the man I had been feeding. and I realized they were not the same person anymore. I understand, I said quietly. Chloe scoffed. So you're just going to abandon us? I stepped closer to the door.
No. Iroplía.
I'm just going to stop being used. Then I closed it. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just finally. That night, I sat alone in my kitchen. No calls.
No demands.
No emergencies disguised as love. Just silence. And in that silence, I realized something painful but freeing. They didn't lose a mother. They lost access. 2 weeks later, I received one last message. From Daniel. We're struggling, but I guess you made your choice. I read it once, then deleted it, because for the first time in years, I had made mine. And this time, it wasn't out of guilt. It was out of peace.